Your first step when using the hot glue gun is to make sure that it's properly plugged in. Once you've done that, you take your hot glue gun and set it upright like this until it heats up. It'll take 2 to 3 minutes to do that. Once your hot glue gun is heated up, you can check to see if it needs more glue. Right now, this one does. You can see this little space right here shows you the glue stick, and you can see there's just a little piece there. Really, we should see the glue stick coming out the back end of the glue gun. So if you need a new glue stick, you take this glue stick, it looks like this, and just put it right in the back, like that. It's going to stick out a little bit, and that's okay, and in fact it'll come back out if you pull on it, so just put it right in there. If you pull the trigger, the glue is going to come out, and you can see the glue comes out like that. Before you start working with the hot glue gun, make sure you have all your materials, you have your glue board underneath. This glue board prevents the glue from sticking to the table, so it makes cleanup nice and easy. Okay? Once you're ready to go, then you can start using your glue gun to attach material. If you're working with something like popsicle sticks and the hot glue gun, your craftsmanship is really important to consider. So say for example you have all of these and you want to create one flat piece. You can go ahead and put them together like this. And while at first you might think you could just pour glue on the back or glue in between here, in the end the craftsmanship of your piece is not going to be what it needs to be. So another way that you can attach pieces like this so that you don't have a messy glue look is with a piece on the back. So what I would do is just take the stick, put glue along it like this, and then just gently pick it up and turn it over and press it down. Make sure everything is aligned. And I could do that again on the other side with another popsicle stick. Remember, the glue, when it comes out, is very hot, so you want to avoid touching that with your fingers. And that's a nice, simple way to attach a group of popsicle sticks. Really nice craftsmanship, not lots of glue drips and things hanging off of it. Okay, so that's one option when you're working with the glue gun. If you're attaching other things with a glue gun, say for example something like this, or something small like this, or like this, you want to think about how much glue you need. I like this pom-pom here. It's very puffy and I want to keep the puffiness. So I need a very small amount of glue to attach it on. So what I'm going to do is put a very small amount on there. Just a little bit to stick it on. And that way it's attached on there, okay? But we don't have glue dripped all over the softness of this material. If you have something like this, this is a little straw. If you wanted to attach it the long way like this, you could put a little bead of glue and set it down. Or if you wanted it upright like this, you can put a very small little bead of glue like this. Doesn't have to be a lot, and you can take that and set it on, and you sort of swish it around a little bit so it's sticking. Okay? And that's a nice way to get something on there without having glue go everywhere. Now sometimes when you work with a hot glue gun, you're going to see these little strings happening, and that's all right. Once your glue is dry, you can start peeling those strings off and make your craftsmanship the best it can be. Okay? If you've got something like this and you want to stick it long way, you can also make a very thin line of glue. You can control the glue gun pretty well. And you can set it right on top, like that. One of the advantages of the glue gun is that it dries very quickly. All right, something to remember with the glue gun. It's hot and it goes through materials. So if you have a thin material, it's going to go through, the heat is going to go through. So for example, if you have a piece of metal like this, I'll cut this up here. and you wanted to glue this piece of metal on here, maybe I want an L shape glued like this. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue here and put it down. I have to be careful when I'm touching here because that's going to be hot, so I can use a popsicle stick to help press it down, and then I'm not going to get the heat on my fingers. Okay. It dries pretty quickly. It cools off pretty quickly. Like that. All right. Another thing about the hot glue gun is that you can make things with hot glue. You can make forms with it. So if you choose to do that, maybe I decide that I want to have something that's built up here. You can do that with hot glue gun by squeezing out a little glue, and you can make textures. So maybe I want to have some polka dots on my piece. I can do that. But you want to be thoughtful about it and not wasteful. I'm making each dot get smaller as I go. Okay. So you can use the hot glue to create texture and form on your piece. And these are going to take a little longer to cool because they're a little thicker. So you can just let them sit, and once they cool, then you can get these little strings off right there.